are set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that's complete to Trey McKinney, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards and they do convert on 3rd. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert now. Throw caught here by Bird. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36.
Out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space, as they did right there.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And fights through one man. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll take this in.
There to get him down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Steps away. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go play action with Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. To throw again on second down. Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No return here for Claybrooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Jackson now. Man open left side is Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. They're going deep downfield for Boykin. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This is swung out to Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Herbert. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Play action. Now Jackson. Steps away to his left. First down and more for Jackson.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Jackson on first down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A handoff. It's Eckler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Third and 2, Herbert. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. First target, first catch, and a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On second and 11 now. Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Ravens.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill as that was one heck of a run there. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. It's Eckler again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And some room to roam now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. All they needed was a yard there for the 4th down conversion, but they got to that second level and got a whole lot more than that.
And how many times have we seen this on 4th down? Defense stacks up near the line of scrimmage. If you pop there, you can go a long way, and that's exactly what we just saw.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw a play.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game.
17. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Justin Madubuike. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember, then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And they do the way to the 6. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll be 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big chunks of yardage the last few plays, and the Ravens have another 1st down. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Ravens 24. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now left side on the swing pass. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now it's Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Dancing to his left. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Throwing, Jackson. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Tucker now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score, Ravens 31, Chargers 27. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one